just getting a quick word with Mark Inskip and Dave Northfield after today's 1-0 defeat at Berkhamsted. Obviously, disappointing not to come away with anything, but I don't think we could have done much more, Skip, could we?
No, you have to look at everything in context. First game of the season, very hot conditions. I thought we've done everything. I can't ask any more. I don't know what Dave's thinking. I can't ask any more of the players. We've done everything we possibly can. We've created chances. We've defended well at times. They're a good side. I think they finished in the last 3 seasons, I know COVID related, but top twice and second, another lost in the playoffs. So they're going to be there or thereabouts. So to come here and lose 1-0 is testimony of where we are, because we're all driving home thinking we should have had something out of that game. So that's how far the lads have come. No mileage in having a go at anybody, because I don't think they could have done any more. Conceding after, I think it's 1:40 is probably the only disappointment in the whole game, because you've got to give yourself an opportunity. But overall, well chuffed with everybody.
Just Skip's just touched on it there. Is it a concern that we keep conceding early goals? We had a few instances during last season where we were slow starting and trying to come from behind. Is that a concern going forward, or?
I'd like to think not. I think there was a bit of a comedy of errors, if I'm honest. I felt when we just spoke about it when we kicked off, we gave it away too cheaply. That allowed them to put it straight down our throats, which they did most of the game. Ball in the box, 2 or 3 headers. We win the first one, but we don't win the second. And nick a corner out of it, and to be fair, they've worked the goal quite well. It's probably the only time Tom Coles didn't win his header, but I think if we harp onto that, we changed what we did from kickoffs previously because of that. But I think that's today's easily sorted out. If I'm honest with you, I ain't gonna dwell too much on that. It just happened to be that it was inside the first 2 minutes. So. I'm not worried about it today. If you ask us next game and we've conceded in the first 3 minutes, it might be a problem.
Just turning our attentions to Charlie Hayford's picked up the away day man of the match today. What did you think of his performance?
Well, again, he's played well. He gives us something that we probably didn't have last year. But again, if you'd have asked me to pick mine, it could have been 1 to 11. I thought everybody was fantastic. You have to pick someone out. People have gone for Charlie. But I thought the other 2 debutants were just as good. But yeah, I'm not going to argue with that, because Charlie's had a good game. He's picked the ball up, he's wanted the ball, he's sprayed it around. We know how good he is. So yeah, I can't argue with that. But how good did everybody play? Yeah, there could have been a case for 8, 9, 10 of them, 11 of them.
Obviously, never good to start off with a defeat, but I feel like there's more positives to come out of the game today than negatives. We obviously have a quick opportunity to put that right on Wednesday. Waltham Abbey obviously lost to Kempston today. What do you expect from that game in the week?
Well, if we go back to last year, until the league gets going, we don't really know where people stand. We know we've improved. I don't know where they stand in terms of that, and of course Chris Nunn may have a magnificent side at Kempton. So until a few games go, we don't really know where it is. But if they have got the exact same side as last year, then we've got a great chance. They beat us at their place, we beat them at our place. So and we played very well at ours. We was going through our bad run when we lost at their place. I think that was Alex's first game back. So like you say, it's a quick chance to get this out of our memories and hopefully get a point or 2 or 3 on the board as quick as we can. We'll be probably without George today, because the challenge today looks like he's got potentially something wrong with his calf. So we'll have to make a change there. But please, I thought we've come on strong today, so it's not a fitness thing we're lacking. We're in quite good nick. So I'm sure they'll look to put their season right after their defeat today, but we've got to look at it as a great opportunity to get ourselves up and running on Wednesday.
Just finally, obviously we expect Berkhamsted, as you touched on, have been up there in each of the past few seasons. I like to think that we've obviously pushed them quite close today. Do you expect it to be a tight league this season, or do you expect something to run away with it, or is it too early to tell at this stage?
Well, throwing a tough question on day one there, Lee. Dave's touched on it. Until you've seen 3 or 4 rounds of games, it's hard to say. I mean, the last 2 or 3 years that we've played here, it's been a couple of sides at the bottom that have struggled, but the rest is anybody can beat anybody. So even at the top, we took points off teams that were in the finishing the playoffs last year. So yeah, it's going to be a tight league based on previous years, but yeah, ask me that question middle of September and I'll give you a better answer.
Cheers for joining us, chaps. Enjoy your evening.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Lee.